Paramahamsa Sadguru Shri Sattupasiye Namaha. Shri GuruGita. Kailasha Shikara Varnane. The description of Mount Kailasha. Shloka 8. Pura Kailasha Shikare Siddha Gandharva Sevite Tatra Kalpalata Pushpa Mandire Atyanta Sundare. In the past, on the peak of Mount Kailasha, which is served by Siddhas and Gandharvas, there, in a most beautiful temple adorned with the flowers of Kalpalata, the divine wish-fulfilling creepers. Shloka 9. Vyagrajine samasinam sukadimunivanditam bodhayantam parantatvam madhye muniganam kvachit. He, Lord Shiva, seated upon a tiger skin, worshipped by sages like Sukha and others, imparting the knowledge of the supreme truth while surrounded by a host of sages. Shloka 10. Pranamravadana shashvat namaskurvantamaadarat Drushtva vismayamapanna Parvati paripruchati. Anuvada. With a face bowed in reverence, ever offering salutations, beholding him with awe, Parvati, filled with wonder, respectfully questioned. In ancient times, on the sacred peak of Mount Kailasha, worshipped by Siddhas and Gandharvas, there existed a supremely beautiful place, extraordinary in splendor, where creepers laden with blossoms of exquisite charm formed a divine pavilion. In the midst of sages seated upon a tiger skin, revered by Sukha and other munis, imparting the complete truth, at a certain ordained moment, the Supreme Lord was continuously doing salutations. Seeing him thus, Parvati Devi, astonished and filled with wonder, bowed with humility and reverence and began to inquire. Bhavartha. Here, Suta Maharshi describes to Saunaka and other great sages the setting of the manifestation of GuruGita. In ancient times, upon the summit of Mount Kailasha, Siddhas who attained yogic perfection through sustained practice, and Gandharvas, divine beings skilled in celestial arts, resided together. Upon the peak of Kailasha stood a radiant and resplendent mandira adorned with rare and beautiful creepers and enchanting flowers. There, assemblies of sages, rishis, and great seers were seated, many upon seats of tiger skin. Sukha and other munis, having come to receive the knowledge of the supreme reality, Paratattva Jnana, were seated after offering reverent salutations. The Supreme Lord Shiva was offering salutations to the assembly of rishis, munis. Witnessing the scene, Parvati Devi was struck with profound wonder and awe. Paramahamsa Sadguru Shri Sattupasiye Vacha. This universe itself is a great wonder. It cannot be truly described or fully explained. Yet, among everything that exists in this world, among all things created by nature and by human beings, this human body is the most sacred and most exalted. To carry this body and climb Mount Kailasha is an experience available to the senses. There, one can touch the mountain, hear the sounds around it, and feel the air that blows there. But the true vision of Kailasha is beyond the senses. It is beyond the mind and the intellect. With this gross physical body, no one can enter that true Kailasha. One must go there only in subtlety. becoming subtle oneself and merging into that subtle state. There, nothing that is created by human effort remains. What the eyes see as the magnificent Mount Kailasha outside is only a reflection. That Kailasha, vast beyond measure, exists within this very body, in the inner cave of the mind, which is like a sacred lake. Within this body, there is a subtle mental center. This is called Sahasrara or Merudanda or Brahmarandra. It is the path through which the mind ascends, moving upward along the spinal channel. This is the Kailasha mountain within the body. When one awakens the Kundalini Shakti and practices sincere sadhana, gradually the mind, intellect, and even the body become quiet and still. Then the vision of the Supreme Reality, the vision of one's own true nature arises. In that state, one directly experiences oneself as oneself. The mind becomes supremely pure. Such a mind enters the presence of Shiva and becomes one with Shiva. When this happens, the experience of that supreme reality becomes clear within the mind. The mind and the self are no longer felt as separate. Even though the body still exists, the experience of bodily existence becomes very faint. This complete experience cannot be described in words. It cannot be shown to another, nor can it be demonstrated. It remains one's own direct experience alone. Up to a certain stage, the Guru carries the devotee forward by holding him firmly. Beyond that point, the devotee's own effort, sadhana, and devotion to Bhagwan take him further. The Guru never abandons the devotee. He remains with him always. There is nothing greater than the Lord. Knowing this, everyone should strive with determination, holding firmly to Him alone and moving forward on this sacred path.